Hello Internet, what's up my peeps? It's been 2 years since I bought my Bosch PBD40 bench drill, so I thought I'd do a short review of it. It won't be too scientific because I really don't have those qualifications, but I'll talk about what I like and dislike and we'll take it from there. There are a couple of reasons for me buying this specific make and model. The first one is that I have limited space in my garage, so I wanted something more compact than a regular sized drill press. The second reason is that Bosch is a tried and true brand, and this specific model was available at my local hardware store at a fair price. The third reason is that I don't use a drill press on a daily basis. I'm not a heavy drill press user, if you wish. So this was a good compromise based upon those three criteria. Let's just quickly run through the features and mode of operations of the drill. This is your main power switch. The next step over starts the actual drilling. You have a speed control. The RPM is only shown when the drill is running. On this side you have a gearbox selector, high and low, or 1 and 2. This is a mechanical selector. This is purely electronic. You have a laser. And then you have a built-in light. This toggles between the RPM readout and a depth gauge. As you can see, the depth gauge is pretty slow, so I wouldn't rely on that for real-time usage. It's a lot better to just set it where you want it and then lock the stop and use that as your stop reference instead. Besides this button being used as the main power switch and also the start-stop of the actual drill, it's also an emergency stop. There you go. Inserting a drill bit like that, tighten it up, and then you lock it with this. Now it's locked. This is both good and bad. At times, if you just happen to touch it, it just drops out. As long as you know not to touch this, then it's not a big problem. In fact, it could be considered a feature, since it's really easy to get the drill bit out. But yeah, there are both pros and cons with this system here. The decibel meter is placed roughly 20 centimeters from the drill press, and as you can see, me talking roughly a meter from the decibel meter pegs it around 70. So let's see what the drill press sounds like. .85 dB. I always wear ear protection when I'm in the garage, so I really don't think about it, but that's the noise levels for you. These two, this is the main height adjustment lever. You release it, and then you adjust the drill upwards or downwards. If you don't do it properly, you need to use one hand to sort of assist it. It will move in fits and starts. The top lever here is for the depth stop. Either you leave that completely loose or you just tighten it at the top position. Either which way works. When drilling deep holes, you need to start with your hand at the correct position. Otherwise, if you start here and then you need to muck about, it's a lot easier if you start in an awkward position and follow through to a more comfortable position. I almost never use this built-in clamp. It works, but I'm not usually drilling materials that are suited to this type of clamping. Place it where you need it and then you just tighten it like that. So for the most it's just hidden away. 90% of the time when I'm drilling something I'm using a machine vise. Normally I don't clamp it to the plate. I've never had a reason to do that. It's pretty sturdy as it is, and this machine is pretty torquey, but not enough for me to require to clamp this down. There is a stop or a fence that you can use as well. You can place it however you want. This is something I rarely use as well, but this is one way of doing it. I'm the first one to admit that this isn't really very scientific. I'm suspecting that my entire setup is pretty imprecise, but there is quite a bit of runout in this drill. It doesn't really bother me because I always center punch my holes and start with a small pilot drill and then move upwards. But for those of you who care about these things, this is worth knowing. Let's see if we can run it and see if there's any indication then. Yeah. This could very well be the drill bit, but this is a Bosch quality drill bit, so I'm pretty sure this is somewhat round. Nonetheless, there is quite a bit of play in the actual drill. And of course, if you move the entire body, there's even more. I really wish there was some sort of hour meter on this, but if I had to make a guess, I'd wager I have roughly 100-150 hours into this. Again, I'm not a heavy drill press user. In this case, also because there's this cabinet in the way, so I can't really drill any long materials. So I tend to use the power drill quite a bit on those things. So far though, I'm really happy with it. The features are good. I tend to use both the laser cross and the built-in lamp, since I really don't have any good lighting here. Sure, there is quite a bit of run out, but I always tend to punch my holes, as I mentioned. The built-in depth gauge, albeit a bit slow, it's really good. So yeah, I can really recommend this one if you're in the market for a smaller hobby machine. It won't drill as deep as a big drill press will do, but again, for an amateur like me, it's quite enough. And that's my review of the Bosch PBD40. I hope you found this video useful, interesting, entertaining, or all of the above. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up, that's always appreciated. And if you didn't like it, let me know in the comments. Also, if there's anything else you want to ask me about this drill, feel free to do that in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.